Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Leonard for 3. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah. This should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
They get it again.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Powell outside. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
For 3, Booker. And the three-pointer goes.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Leonard for 3. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And that's just an off-balance, low-percentage shot, especially without room to operate.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
Out to Powell. Dunn right side. From outside the arc. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Booker. Pass to Richards. And here's Beal. Booker for 3. And the Suns miss again.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The Suns have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Durant with it. Harden picks him up. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3.
So fluid off the dribble. Sometimes Durant is just impossible to stop.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. The coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Launches it. Booker no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
This jumper from Kawhi is pure. Once he gets his feet under him, the rest is easy.
Fires top of the key, and Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain. He doesn't shoot from the corner 3 often, but Booker looked fearless sending that one up.
Done. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Booker against Harden. Fader on the way, and the Suns get another 3.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Done. The pass to Powell. Leonard outside. On the wing, Harden. Out to Leonard. Wing shot on the way. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. He's got 11.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
The kick to Durant. From the arc. And And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Jones, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Coffey comes in for Powell. Bogdanovich checked in for Dunn. And Simmons is subbed in for Harden. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Durant. Allen, he's checked in for Dunn. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Booker. Beal's shot is off. Jones from outside. Connects from downtown. Here's O'Neal. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. O'Neal passes to Jones, back to O'Neal. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. Jones with the ball. O'Neal covers. Here's Coffey. And again, it's the Clippers.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Beal's shot is off.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Los Angeles leading by 3. Got a piece of it. Simmons with it. Picked up by Allen. Pass to Coffey for 3. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Beal from outside. Knocks down the long J.
Beal wastes no time getting those 3 points back.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. 3-pointer, Beal. Beal with another miss. And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Back to Coffey. The 3. The rebound by Allen. Phoenix has got 7 of their 16 3-point attempts to go in. Beal, the pass to Allen. Back to Beal. And he hits it to tie the game. Beal's got 6 in the quarter.
That's Beal's wheelhouse. Catch and pop.
Jones from outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. Beal with it. Picked up by Simmons. Out to Beal. On the wing, Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Beal against Simmons. For 3, Allen. Rebound by the Clippers.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Coffey. That 3's off the mark.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Richard, if the 3-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Dunn comes in for Ben Simmons. Dunn, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Jones. There's the triple. Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers lead by 3. Leonard way outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds in the game. Booker for 3. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Leonard for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard against Booker. Screen by O'Neal. Booker missing again. The Clippers shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Leonard for 3. Leonard beyond the line.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
They grab their own miss. Here's Dunn. Drains the triple. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Leonard for 3. Got a hand on it. And stolen by Jones. Leonard right side. Bogdanovich passes to Leonard. With 1 on the clock. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
What a tricky play by Booker, using the pump fake to draw the defender and win the foul.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Here's Leonard. Durant pulls it in. And for the Suns, they're shooting just 37% in the game. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
Leonard outside. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pulls it from the corner, and the basket by Beal. Beal's got 8 points. The Clippers trail. Harden, the pass to Zubats. Harden against Booker for 3. Powell, and Los Angeles another 3.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Booker with it, and it's Leonard picking him up for 3. Durant. Dunn outside. Lets it go from deep. The kick to Durant. Launches it. Kept alive. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 14.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Powell for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
No good with the triple.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
So interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times.
Kevin Durant.
But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed, and now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Jones, he's checked in for Dunn. O'Neal, he's checked in for the Suns. Harden surveying the D. Powell passes to Harden. Drills it from deep. Harden's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
This is Harden's mindset, consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
Durant finds Booker. Gets an open look and hits it.
The assist goes to Kevin Durant.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Harden with it. Now guarded by Booker. Outside Jones. Booker against Powell. Back to Jones. Puts up a 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got rebound number 8 now. Out to Beal. Booker for 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
3 points.
Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
Jones misses. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. For 3, Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Powell against Durant. Here's Leonard. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Leonard for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Outside Booker. Durant for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Suns ahead, leading by 7. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so in the game for the Suns, Royce O'Neal is out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Dunn in at the 3 spot. For 3, Booker. Pass to Dunn. Outside Booker. From outside the arc. Back to Dunn. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. They lead by 1.
Did you see where he shot that from?
How about that?
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
3-pointer. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
For 3, Booker. Leonard pulls down the board.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
So they take the lead. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Booker for 3. Booker missing again.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Done. The pass to Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
From deep three-point land. They get it again. Pass to O'Neal. Booker looking around. Can they get it? They get it back.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Jacks up a three. Hits the three-pointer. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Done. The pass to Coffee. Done outside.
2 minutes from
Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Three-pointer. Leonard for 3. Sinks the tray. Leonard's got 22.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Booker against Bogdanovich. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Here's Durant. Powell with a steal. Durant against Leonard. Pass to Dunn. Back to Leonard from deep. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 11. Dunn outside. Durant for 3. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Powell outside. Harden against Booker. 6 to shoot. For 3, Powell. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Now here's Booker. Pass to Durant. Back to Booker. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off the shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Durant with it. And here's Booker to take the lead. No good from three-point range.
Such a skilled, versatile talent. When Durant is focused on scoring, he's hard to guard without fouling.
And the second free throw drops. And it's a 2-point ball game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
Dunn outside. For the tie! Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill.
25 roaming the paint. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Harden's shot is off. And here are the Rockets. It's a three-point game. Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. There's Green with the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Powell. Dunn left side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Now, here's Dunn, following the miss by Dylan Brooks. Leonard the pass to Pop. Shoots over Van Vliet. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And Powell being aggressive here. Chalk up another bucket.
There's Green with the three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Fades and shoots. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And Harden launches it from deep. Şengün with the rebound. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Thompson outside. Van Vliet wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Nailed from three-point land.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And here's Leonard. Following Fred VanVleet's three. Drills it from outside.
How about Powell just coming back and taking on the challenge, answering the call?
For three, VanVleet. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
But that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Leonard. Amir Coffey comes in for Norman Powell. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Dunn. And Simmons subbed in for James Harden. Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Brooks. Whitmore, he's checked in for Green. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Stolen by Jones. And stolen by Whitmore. And here's the fast break. Smith outside. Three-pointer. It's good from long range.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Guys, it's been all about Fred Van. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the 3. Now Eason. Following Bogdanovich's three-point attempt. Eason passes to Smith. Lets the 3 fly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Shot clock at 3. Coffey can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 6. Now Eason. Scoreless thus far.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Outside, Simmons. And Bogdanovich out top the key. Wide open shot is on the money. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Coffey knocks down the 3-ball.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Whitmore. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Rockets lead by 4. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's done in for Simmons. The Rockets also changing it up. Amen Thompson comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Leonard against Eason. Pass to Şengün. VanVleet left side. Back to Şengün. Leonard against Eason. Just 5 to shoot. Eason with a screen for Şengün. Clippers trail by 4. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Whitmore defending. Jones kicks to Leonard. Puts up a deep 3. Jones, no luck. Houston's got a goal from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame. And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Jones. Leonard kicks to Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Jones with the screen on Eason. A 3 from Leonard. Thompson with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out left to the wing. Thompson, a screen on Leonard. Eason gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 4. Fires from way outside. Bogdanovich, no luck. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So, for the Clippers, Amir Coffey's checked in for Zubac, and it's James Harden in for Bogdanovich. The Rockets also changing it up. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason, and it's Green in for Whitmore. Leonard, no luck. Rockets leading by 6. Thompson way outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Thompson. Pass to Smith. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Substitution for your Clippers. Norman Powell.
Here's Harden. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Houston Rockets with their lead static. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. At the guard positions, VanVleet and Green. Brooks is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Harden outside, takes the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
You could see that coming. Harden was going to answer back, and he did.
No good on the wing 3. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Thompson out to Brooks. VanVleet outside. Şengün with the screen for VanVleet. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the left side wing. Pass to Leonard. Over Thompson. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
VanVleet finds Şengün. And here is Green. Pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Powell, no one around him. Done outside. Now Powell. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Dunn right side. Misses the three. The Rockets trail. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. Man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Powell for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Powell's got 8 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Pass to Şengün. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Personal foul. 4th team.
The first free throw is good.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Amir Coffey's checked in for Leonard. And it's Bogdan.
Lightning.
That was incredible.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Smith against Jones. Smith the pass to Eason. Smith in the posts. He has 6. From deep, Green kept alive. Smith kicks to Green. With 1 on the clock, and Green slams it in.
Tenacious on that drive. Green using his speed effectively.
Outside, Jones. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Clippers have looked good at the line, and they're perfect in 4 attempts. Both good from the line that time. 7 seconds left to play in the third. That one goes in. Eason's got 5. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And the game still close. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Dunn is out there at Bogdanovich. Then it's Jones. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take, but Leonard is confident in that range.
Here he goes. And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pass to Eason. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Simmons checked in for the Clippers. The Rockets also changing it up. Shepard's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And Şengün with the basket on the assist by Smith. And the Rockets lead by 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
I like their defense today, and you don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Man, scoring off a turnover is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams, he's checked in for Houston.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Here's Leonard. Kawhi taking no chances.
And Leonard, a 3-level scorer as well as an offensive anchor for this team.
Simmons against VanVleet. Williams passes to Eason. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. James Harden comes in for Ben Simmons. And then for Houston, Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Green in for Williams.
One of these monster nights from James Harden.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The lead is 2 in the corner. Harden shoots from the baseline. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Deflects the pass. And Brooks, here we go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
And the shot goes in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And Powell putting the team on his back and coming through.
Green from 13 feet. It goes down.
No fear in the eyes of Green, willing and ready to take the big shot for his team.
That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And this is Brooks at his best, attacking, getting physical with the defense, and finishing on the drive.
Run against Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Green, and there's the try. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
And here's Leonard from 3. Şengün with the rebound. The Rockets shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And Green with the basket on the assist from VanVleet. Green's got 10 points in just the second half. Leonard against Thompson. Leonard kicks the foul. Pass to Harden. Back to Powell. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Harden, a true creator when he has the ball in his hand.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Harden hits them both.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Green passes to Brooks. Green with a screen on Powell. Brooks. Got it.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And Harden launches it from deep. And the Clippers miss again. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Out to Thompson, outside Green, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And here's Leonard from 3. Buries the triple.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Fred.
matchup features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backcourt, it means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
Durant, no good. On the wing, Brooks, defended by Dunn. Here's Şengün. Off target from outside.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Beal, the pass to Dunn. Back to Beal. Dunn outside. Van Vliet against Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Fred Van Vliet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Booker can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Knocks it down from distance.
This guy's mechanics are just pure. Kevin Durant, folks, turn the lights out if you allow him to get a three-point shot off.
Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Driving to the basket, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Booker. Richards with a screen. A nice shot by Booker.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
The 3 from Thompson. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Thompson's got 5.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
To the left wing. Outside, Green. Shoots over Beal, and it's Green missing. The Suns trailing. Booker, the pass to Dunn.
2 minutes remaining in the
Şengün with a steal. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And so Durant will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 4-3, and the Suns get another 3.
Now, Kevin Durant plays with great pace. He never allows the defense to speed him up. Just a pretty pull-up jumper.
And now the Suns fast break. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Out to Thompson. Will it go? There's the 3. And Durant with the block.
It's pretty hard to shoot over a 9-foot standing reach. KD send him back.
From downtown, Durant with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Green. Thompson outside. Brooks from outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And here's Booker. He's got 5. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
A different look for Phoenix. O'Neal, he's checked in for Dunn. And it's Jones in for Bradley Beal. And a change for the Rockets. Smith, he's checked in for Şengün. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Van Vliet finds Brooks. This one for three. And Houston, another three.
Well, Freddie Van Vliet runs an offense the way it's supposed to be run. Pretty pass there.
The Suns have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Here's Booker. Screen by O'Neal. The fader. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Dillon Brooks, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Houston. 8 points. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. Doris, in terms of assist-to-turnover ratio, Tyus Jones normally leads the league.
B.A., this guy is such a steady hand at the lead guard position. Tyus always makes excellent decisions, plays within himself, and plays mistake-free basketball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Yeah, good point. Thanks, Allie. Dunn, he's checked in for Allen. Here's Holiday. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Eason. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. Do you think it's called often enough?
You know, B.A., I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Houston making a change here. Whitmore's checked in. He drops it from range.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Pass to Şengün. All sorts of time. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Offline with a 3. Oh, got a piece of it. Houston leading by 9. And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Phoenix making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Dillon Brooks checked in for Houston. Green comes in for Whitmore. Gets the 3 to fall.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively, so I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, B.A.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Back to Booker. Booker missing again. Houston has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Oh, the posterizer from Green.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
Beal finds Durant. Back to Beal. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Beal's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Knocks down the triple.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Durant with a screen on Van Vliet. For 3, Booker. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 11. Brooks with it. Beal picks him up. Outside, Green. Green to the rack. The dive for the ball. And he gets it back. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
For 3, Booker. Here's Durant. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Durant's got 11.
Oh, what a crafty move.
Oh, throw it down.
Can you say
wow.
Elevation? That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, Beal from outside. Sinks the tray. He has 6.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And it's Thompson penetrating. And the bucket is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Şengün gets it to go.
Now just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred VanVleet. Pretty pass, sir.
Pass to Plumlee. Outside for Booker. Back to Plumlee. It'll count. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Houston, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, you gotta like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Tyus Jones is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's Bol, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Durant for 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
And that one's good for Brooks.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Booker. Jones finds Bol. Bol, a screen on Thompson. Durant, the pass to Booker. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Again, the Suns good for 2.
I just love the unselfishness in the play of Kevin Durant. He said he wants to play the game the right way. Nice example there.
Thompson gets a good look. Bol grabs the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Jones, his shot is good.
But when you combine Durant's size with his vision and the touch on his passing, it's easy for him.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Pass to Dunn. On the wing, Durant. Lets the 3 fly. And the Suns get another 3.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from. And they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Here's the 3. Thompson's shot is off. Suns trail by 8. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Richards comes in for Bull, and it's Beal in for Jones. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in. Here's Durant. Easy money for KD inside.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Green finds Eason. Van Vliet outside. Eason a screen on Booker. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Thompson passes to Eason. No good with the triple. The Suns on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. The three, Booker. It's hauled in by Houston.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Durant with it. Van Vliet covering. Corner shot. Durant, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Green against Booker. And it's hammered home by Green.
And this guy can just fly. Green lifts off and slams it down.
For three, Durant. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Booker can't get it to go.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Green takes the hit and scores inside. Green.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Back to Durant. From deep three-point range. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's the Houston Rockets earning this break in the action, up 10. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out at... Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Rockets lead by 10. Taking a look at the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the 3. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Booker for 3. Smith with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
It's Eason with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Aaron Holiday. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Phoenix with it. They trail by 14. Booker no good. Outside Whitmore to the middle. It's Eason with the jam.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Yep, count it.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
To the paint. Here's Şengün. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Rockets lead by 16. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any three he gets. That is pretty.
Pass to Eason. Back to Whitmore. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Mason Plumlee, and he can't get the first one. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Phoenix making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Van Vliet's checked in for the Rockets. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
They're so smart to go to a shooter to finish the fast break. And coach has to like seeing Smith hustle to complete the play.
Count it. The Rockets lead by 14. Van Vliet outside. Here's Şengün. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Bol, he's checked in for Plumlee.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here's Van Vliet. The Suns clear it. Durant's got 5 rebounds in the game. The 3. Offensive rebound. Bol. And down it goes. 2 points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul. And stolen by Green. Jumps up. And it's hammered home by Green.
And going all out on the break, Green saw his chance and makes it a one-man show.
It's tipped. And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. It's an 18-point game. For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
2 minutes.
Booker for 3. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Brooks, the pass to Şengün. On the wing, Green. He takes it in. Back to Şengün. Brooks outside. And stolen by Durant. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently. Anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Alperen Şengün.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
The Rockets shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. And it's Adams missing. The Suns on offense. Pass to Dunn. From the arc. And Durant hits from deep. Now here's Adams. Smith right side. That three's off the mark. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Booker on the wing. Uncovered. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And here's Houston. Whitmore goes in. Adams out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Substitution for your Suns. Nick Richards. Bradley Beal.
Here's Booker. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road by the
rosters filled with veteran players.
I was on a few teams like this, Kevin, and it's just great for the locker room. Guys are usually willing to accept their roles and understand how to win.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. Now here's Durant. Pass to Richards. Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Outside for Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
So clever with the pump fake. Durant is so good at scoring that if he pump fakes, you better jump.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. Coach said slowing him down is like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Dunn. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From the corner, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Booker the pass to Richards. So the wing on the left. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Booker, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here's Leonard from 3. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Durant missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's good.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
No hesitation from the swingman. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
No coverage that time. Harden's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Booker. Pass to KD. Another 3 for Phoenix.
What a ruthless move by Durant. Dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that 3-point answer.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now Harden, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. Back to Powell. Harden sets the pick for Powell. Pass to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Booker against Harden. Outside for Durant. Powell with the steal. Leonard looking around. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Dunn. Now here's Powell. Back to Leonard. Offline with his 3. From downtown, it's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. And Leonard gets it to go.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. Pass to Durant. Leonard with the steal. Shoots from 14. Another miss by Leonard.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at small forward. There's Beal with the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 4. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Simmons passes to Coffey. Back to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Bogdanovich, no luck. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Allen for the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside, Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 6. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter. Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal's.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
Sinks the 3-pointer. Coffey's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. A wide open look for Plumlee. Good on the 3-point shot.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Outside, Jones. Simmons looking it over. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Beal kicks to Plumlee. A 3. It's hauled in by Coffey.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's 1:45 left to play here in the second quarter. That 3 off the mark. Suns trail by 6. It's Beal on the wing. A 3-pointer, no good. Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Zubac finds Simmons. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Durant's checked in for Allen. Dunn comes in for Beal, and it's Devin Booker in for Jones. The Clippers also changing it up. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Zubats. Dunn comes in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And James Harden subbed in for Ben Simmons. Booker sinks the three.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Jones for three. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Jacks up a three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Harden on the wing. Off target from three-point range. KD, that's for 2. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Durant's got 10.
Making it look effortless. Durant is sensational at pulling up on a dime. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
For 3, Booker, good on the triple. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And it's Leonard missing.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Booker looking around. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Durant at the elbow. Richards passes to Booker. Fires from deep. Good D by Harden. Clippers leading by 7. The 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Well, Phoenix shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Booker giving in, and the dunk by Booker.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
The deep 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker in the post, guarded by Harden. Front pass the arc. Outside for Beal. Pass to KD. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. Dunn misses. Suns trail by 8.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Buries the open 3 to cap the break. Harden's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Clippers. Powell dishes to Leonard. And another 3 for the Clippers. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Dunn right side. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got 8 rebounds in this game. Durant. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code.
2 minutes
Bradley
remaining.
Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. O'Neal's checked in for Dunn. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Beal, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Harden outside for the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
They get it back.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Suns trail by 9. O'Neal kicks to Beal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's KD for 3. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Powell, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Shoots over Leonard. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for me.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot. And here is Dunn from deep three-point land. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shoots. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The 3 goes down the hatch from Kawhi.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Clippers leading by 13. Jones the pass to Leonard. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. Jones dishes to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Coffey can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Dunn finds Plumlee. O'Neal from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. O'Neal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Clippers. 10-point lead. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Suns have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. No good from Booker.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Done shot's good.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. O'Neal from long range. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires from way outside. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Puts up a 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Suns trail by 13. Jones, no one around him. And again, it's the Suns missing. Booker against Bogdanovich. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3-point field goal.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Booker, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Pass to Coffey. Back to Jones. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And James Harden has subbed in for Bogdanovich.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out to be and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Harden right side. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Beal. And that one's on target from the wing. Harden with it. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Leonard, the pass to Harden. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the 5, down low. And for the Rockets, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperen Sengun out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. On paper, Clark, this is a mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, B.A., but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. So I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
And this is what Van Vliet is known for, a volume three-point gunner who shoots it well.
Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 5-point game. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Launches a 3. Powell's shot is off. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Thompson up and in on the layup. Thompson's got his second basket.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Harden can't hit. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Sengun, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Sengun out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Shot by Leonard, no good.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Thompson's shot is off. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Here's Dunn. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Boy, how about Chris Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look elementary.
Nails it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Dunn. Out to Powell. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game. Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Thompson.
And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Pass to Smith. Let's go with a 3. Shoots over Powell. Smith no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad because it was a nice look.
Out to Powell from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
The 3, Smith. Powell pulls it in.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it, and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Brooks from outside gets the 3 ball to go. Brooks has got 6 points.
Trying to keep up with Brooks will wear you out. He gets one step ahead and pulls right up to shoot.
3-pointer, Harden. Brooks with the rebound. Houston leading by 4. Pass to Smith. Brooks with it. Fires from deep. Smith no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
For Houston, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Here's Şengün. Drains the triple.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The Rockets have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. For 3, Smith. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harden finds Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning deep.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. It's Jones at power forward with Zubats at center. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdan Bogdanović. And it's Coffey in at small forward. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well, and he's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That is, that's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Here's Whitmore outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. Coffey on the wing. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. And out of bounds, Houston will have it. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Houston. Here's Eason. Buries it from 3. Eason's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Şengün passes to Van Vliet. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Bogdanović on the wing. Leonard outside. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Here's Eason, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Eason's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. Jalen Green comes in for Whitmore. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Harden, he's checked in for Bogdanović.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Coffey, he's checked in for Zubats.
On the floor for the Clippers.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Şengün. Jones with the block. Here's Coffey. Brooks defending. Coffey, the pass to Dunn. Back to Coffey. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Shot by Leonard, no good. Houston leading by 5. And there's Şengün on the assist by Brooks. Şengün's got 5 now.
And this is something Brooks must continue focusing on. When he sets up guys, team chemistry improves.
Here's Van Vliet. Uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
They need this. Jones drives in.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play.
Strong interior move, aggressive, assertive, and effective.
Van Vliet out to Thompson. He drops it from range. He's got 10.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown. Punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Van Vliet against Harden. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. Three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 8. Three-pointer, Harden. Oh, they get a hand on it. Takes a 3. On target from range.
And this is why you got to be in Harden's jersey. I mean, if you lay off of him for a second, he burns you with that quick shot.
Here's Brooks. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Coffey. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Brooks, right side. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And it's a 10-point Houston lead.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Harden from outside. Thompson pulls it in. What if it goes? And that's not going to go. And so it's Houston earning this break in the action, up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Look at Dillon Brooks. What a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Houston leading by 8. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Harden's gotten just one of his 7 shots to go. Thompson outside. And, oh, he just jams it right over Ivica Zubac.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Fires for three. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Right wing. Harden against Şengün. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
Here's Powell, and there's the drive. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside for Harden. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Houston. The open shot, Van Vliet. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Down by 12. Hits the three-pointer. Thompson's got 15 points.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Hits the trifecta. For Houston, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Green. Oh, the posterizer from Green.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
Connects from downtown.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
The Rockets lead by 11. Outside, Green.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Leonard for 3. Eason pulls it in. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Takes it inside. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson with some nice D. Houston leading by 13. Pass to Şengün. And here's Eason. Out to Thompson. Leaps for it. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Houston making some changes. Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Van Vliet. Coffey, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Bogdanovich comes in for Powell. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Whitmore. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Coffey, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Coffey's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Clippers trail by 10. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Jones. Outside Harden. Launches a 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well.
Oh! Whoa!
How about that one?
Jam!
Woo!
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Eason, no good again that time. He got it up. That shot missing. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Rockets ahead. They lead by 5. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
3 intense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the floor for the Clippers, they've got Chris Dunn, Amir Coffey out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Derek Jones, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot.
Claw getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Coffey, defended by Eason. And again, it's the Clippers converting. Houston leading by 3. Outside Whitmore with the drive. Back to Eason. Over to the wing. Holiday, a screen on Leonard. The 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Jones with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Back to Leonard. Pass to Coffey to tie it up. It's hauled in by Houston. Sengun's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Eason can't get it to go. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers trail by 3. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Back to Dunn from behind the arc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And he comes up with a bucket.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Jones against Sengun. Here's the floater. That's good from Jones. And the assist from Powell.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Zubac, he's checked in for Los Angeles. James Harden comes in for Bogdanovich.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And stolen by Green.
He saw the pass coming a mile away. Was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Dunn. Takes the 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
That time you saw how Leonard surveyed the floor and found the guy with the best look.
Up top, Brooks. Powell covers. And that one's good for Brooks. And the Rockets lead by 5.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And the call will be against Alperen Sengun. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Green for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Dunn, pass to Powell. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Houston leading by 3. Left side, Green. Thompson outside. Takes a 3. It's kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And Leonard drops them both.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Thompson with a screen. On the wing, Thompson. From downtown. Thompson with another miss.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Harden from outside. Drops in the three. Harden's got 14 points now in the second half.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them to lead.
Şengün, the screen. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Dunn. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Oh, it falls!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Leonard with the ball. And it's Şengün picking him up. Leonard passes to Zubac.
Big time hoop to put them in front. Now they've got to put everything into their defensive effort and get the stop.
Outside, Green. Thompson outside. Shoots. Oh, he missed it! So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
this one.
Right, Kev, but if you love gritty defensive play, this is the place to be. Listen, we may not get spectacular buckets, but I guarantee you every point is going to be well earned.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. And the three ball is good.
How competitive is Kevin Durant? You make a three, I'll make one right in your eye.
Green drives in. Out to Brooks. Shoots the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Richards. Out to KD. Pass to Booker. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Cracks in the tray.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace. And
here's Booker after Dillon Brooks was able to get the triple. Booker outside. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Thompson with the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
The rebound by Richards. Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Booker. Done outside. And just miss after miss right now.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Richards passes to Booker. From outside the arc. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Beal, takes the three, drains the three-pointer.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
3 points.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Brooks with no one around. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. The Suns shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Outside Durant, Suns moving the ball around. Beal dishes to Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Green against Beal. Green inside. Tipped away. A second chance effort. They get it back. Out to Brooks. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brooks has got 9.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
A nice shot by KD. Houston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Thompson outside. A 3-ball. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Thompson. He's got 12.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
No good from Booker. Houston leading by 3. For 3, Van Vliet nailed from three-point land.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Now Thompson, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. 5 on the clock. Thompson surveying the floor. Unable to get that one.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And so it's Houston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Plumlee out there with O'Neal. And it's Jones in at the 1. Whitmore with it. He's covered by Beal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
Terrific footwork. Beal pulling up in rhythm. It's beautiful.
And Doris, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
Jones, no luck. Rockets trail by 3. And it's Houston on the break. And it's Smith missing. And here are the Suns now. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Allen surveying the D. Outside, Beal. And the 3 off target. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. From downtown, that doesn't go either for Beal. Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Allen kicks to Beal. The tray drills the three-pointer. Beal's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for it.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well. A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Red Van Vliet comes in for Aaron Holiday. And for the Suns, Dunn comes in for Ellis. And it's Devin Booker in for Jones. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Beal, the pass to Plumlee. From deep. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist from Plumlee. Beal's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And Beal kicks to Booker. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here we go. Whitmore heading to the hoop.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Beal from long range. Beal with another miss.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Rockets shooting their first shot from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dylan Brooks comes in for Şengün. And Jalen Green subbed in for Whitmore. And then for Phoenix, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. And Durant subbed in for O'Neal. Now Booker, still yet to score. It's stolen by Green. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Thompson for the triple. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Eason, defended by Richards. Out to Thompson. Back to Eason. Overdone. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
At the guard position, Van Fleet and Green. Dylan Brooks out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Durant. Such a wide open look. Durant's got the first basket of the second half here for the Suns. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Green, no luck.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
They get the rebound. Richards passes to Booker. Fader on the way. Count it. Good. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. Now, here's Dunn. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
Just hanging in the air that time. Green with some terrific bounce.
There's Beal with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
Here's Beal. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And here's KD for three. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Thompson. The shot will not fall. Dunn with some nice D. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, the defense obviously going to cover Bradley Beal tight, but they pay for it right there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Houston making a switch. Eason's checked in. And the Suns making a change here as well. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dunn. The drive by Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
O'Neal sets the screen for Booker. Off target from outside. Houston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And stolen by Booker. .107 left in the third quarter of the game. Durant, money from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Emphatic 2 points from Green. Great to see him being aggressive and not settle for jumpers.
Durant, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. In the corner, it's Eason. Şengün finds Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
This one has been all about Amin Thompson. A freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Durant and the Suns tack on 2 more.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Stolen by Durant. Booker with it. He has 5. 4 seconds left. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Green.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. They've got Dunn. Jones is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Plumlee, and it's O'Neal in at the 4. Jones dishes to O'Neal. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Jones. Booker with no one around, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. Rockets trail by 6. Eason, a screen on Booker. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Eason's shot is good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
For 3, Booker. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Going inside, and the dunk by Eason.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by Smith.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Whitmore missing. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And stolen by Eason. To take the lead. And Whitmore with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Houston.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Looking to end the run. Again, the miss by Booker.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Fires the three. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Booker's got 11 points here in just the second half. Pass to Eason. And a wide open look for Whitmore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Rockets lead by 5. Now Jones fires away from way outside. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's Eason. In the corner, it's Whitmore. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's an 8-point Houston lead.
Really strong outing from Whitmore. You see the potential for greatness.
But Booker is feeling it from deep range with that one.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing phases him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Smith surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Eason gets a wide open look. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Eason's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. There's O'Neal with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here is Holiday. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And here's Plumlee. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was up for grabs, right?